Hi, I'm Sana. I'm from Ibn Hassan High School Fest. Today's lesson is a grammar lesson entitled conditionals. So what do we mean by conditionals? Conditional means a situation you have to do or a situation needs to exist in order for something to happen. For example, let's take this orange juice, this orange and the orange juice. Okay, what happens when you squeeze an orange? What happens when you squeeze an orange? So if you squeeze an orange, you get an orange juice. If you squeeze an orange, you get an orange juice. So the orange juice is the result of squeezing the orange. The orange juice is the result of squeezing the orange. So in English, we have 4 types of conditionals. Conditional 0, conditional type 1, conditional type 2, and conditional type 3. Let's start with number 1, conditional 0. So what's the structure, the form of conditional type 0? So you have in the if clause, if, of course, plus subject, plus present simple. And then in the second clause, we have present simple, which means present simple in the 2 clauses. Okay, now when we use the conditional type 0, conditional type 0 is used when something that is always true, it's a fact, or whenever we talk about scientific facts. For example, if you hit ice, what happens? Of course, if you hit ice or when you hit ice, it melts. So the melting is the result of the first condition, okay? Number 2. If you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice. So getting the orange juice is the result of the first clause. We call this clause the if clause, and this one the consequence or the result clause. Okay? Now let's see conditional type 1. Let's start with the formulation or the structure. We have if plus simple present and future in the result clause. When do we use conditional type 1? We use it for possible situations in the present or in the future. So let's look at those examples. Let's start with number 1. If you work hard, you will get a good mark. If you work hard, you will get a good mark. So maybe you will get it, maybe no, it depends. Number 2. If it rains, we will not go on a picnic. So we don't know if it's going to rain or not. Okay? So as you can see, let's see the difference between conditional type 0 and 1. So conditional type 0 is used for things which are always true. But conditional type 1, possibilities in the present or in the future. Okay? Now, let's move on to conditional type 2. Let's start with the structure. We've got if plus simple past plus would plus verb in the verb infinitive. When do we use conditional type 2? For imaginary situations, we imagine things, or impossible situations in the present or in the future. Let's see the example. If I had a lot of money, I would travel a lot. As you can see, here we use had in the simple past, and in the result clause we have would plus verb in the verb infinitive. I'm talking right now. Do I have a lot of money? Of course, I don't have a lot of money, but I'm just imagining things. Number 2, if I were you, I would change my job. If I were you, I would change my job. So of course I'm not you, so I don't have the possibility to change my job. We use the second type of this sentence whenever we want to give advice for someone. Now let's see conditional type 3. Let's start by the formulation or the structure. It's used with if plus past perfect, would have plus verb in PP, past participle. Now, when do we use conditional type 3? We use it when we want to talk about past hypothetical situations or imaginary situations in the past. Remember, here we are talking about the present, but here we refer to the past. So there is a big difference between the two. Now let's look at the examples. Example 1. If I had prepared well for the exam, I would have passed. But last year, I wasn't lucky. I didn't prepare well for the exam. That's why I'm repeating this year. But here, I want to express my regret in this sentence. If I had prepared well for the exam, I would have passed. Number 2. If I had studied law, I would have been a lawyer. So here, I'm talking about the past. Of course, I'm a teacher. I didn't study law. So if I had studied law, I would have been a lawyer and not a teacher. Number 3. If I had got up on time, I wouldn't have missed the bus. But I didn't. I was late and I didn't get up on time. That's why I missed the bus. So we use conditional type 3 when a person is imagining a different past. And this is what we call past regret. Okay? So let's go over this. Conditional 0 is used for scientific facts and things which are always true. Conditional type 1 is used whenever we want to talk about possibilities in the present or in the future. Conditional type 2, we talk about imaginary situations or impossibilities in the present or in the future. And conditional type 3, we want to talk about past hypothetical situations or impossibilities in the past. Thank you so much for watching me.